Prudent and posh, well, these two words don't exactly go very well together, do they? Prudent and posh Range Rover? Well, you gotta be kidding me. Yet, hear me out. Hello and welcome to Range Rover P400e. Yes, this is another hybrid car I'm bringing to my channel and I'm very happy about it. I have already reviewed the Range Rover. I'll put the link somewhere, it's floating somewhere here. So today it's going to be quite brief. I'm going to focus on the entire hybrid driving dynamics. What is the fuss all about? Now, I'm traveling from Switzerland to Italy, and instead of taking the Gotthard tunnel, I thought, why not? And take a mountain pass and see what this car is made of. Okay, so under the bonnet, we've got a 2-liter 4-cylinder petrol engine. This is combined with electric motor, and the total gives us 404 horsepower. If you ask me, it's not a very pleasant amount of horsepower, is it? Well, because I'm a speedy Gonzales, I'm already finished driving on the mountain pass and I'm back on the motorway, but I must crack on because time is money. So let's hop straight into numbers. The maximum speed is 220 kilometers an hour in this car. 0 to 100 is 6.8 seconds. Land Rover is claiming that with the fully charged battery, providing you're driving under 135 kilometers an hour, you can go as far as 51 kilometers. Well, continue to whisper those sweet lies to my ears. Continue, because the reality is that you can probably squeeze about 36-37 kilometers. Of course, when you start to accelerate and have a rather heavy right foot like myself, that throws the range out of the window. But it's still not so bad. 30, I would say, with the heavy right foot, and you're good to go. The petrol consumption then, Land Rover is claiming 3.7 liters, I believe. Well, you're doing this again, Land Rover? You're doing this again. Because when I look at my fuel consumption, it is 7.3 liters, which is actually a fantastic result, because after driving about 250 kilometers, I left home with a fully charged battery. Look at me. Look who's thrifty. What is important to mention is that today I've driven through a city on the motorway as well as through a mountain pass, which was about 2,000 meters high. Not bad. And you can say that this car is as green as my dress. Now, speaking of battery packs, you can charge this car at home using a regular socket. It will take about 7 to 7.5 hours. Of course, you can use the designated charging stations and it will only take about 3 hours. You have what's so-called timed charging. It's really good for people, for tight people like myself, so that you can take advantage of the cheaper nightly electricity rates. Very clever. What else is clever is where Range Rover have put the plug, the actual charging plug. You know, a lot of cars, hybrid cars, electric cars, they have those plugs, you know, somewhere in the rear, kind of in the middle. I mean, imagine if I put, I don't know, a patch here on my dress, it would look stupid and ugly. So Range Rover shows class yet again. It is very elegant and I really like it. Alright, I'm going to give you another sales pitch. What else you can do using just electric motor without touching the engine is to cool down or warm up your car, depending if you're feeling hot or if you're feeling cold. Very useful. Okay, so here I am cruising to Italy in complete silence, a luxury. I mean, and I'm using a petrol already. The car is superb. I'm having my seat massage. I'm feeling glorious. We've got thicker windows, so the car is extremely quiet. You would think that by putting a heavy battery, the car might possibly throw a wobbly in terms of driving dynamics, but not at all. The ride quality is out of this world. I do have a soft spot for Range Rovers, yes, but rightfully so, I think. I drive a lot of cars. You know, I love SUVs from Mercedes, from BMW, Volvo. I really do. But there's no other car than Range Rover that's going to make you feel so royal, so refined, so good. Here I am, driving along this motorway, looking down at everybody, feeling like a queen. I mean, You see, what you have here is a pure synergy between electric motor and the petrol engine. They work in such a beautiful relationship. Often with hybrid cars, they're wonderful to start with. You start driving them, you run out of juice, meaning electricity, and the car becomes noisy, the car becomes nasty, and you just don't want to drive it. Not the case here. Everything here is so refined, so sophisticated. The gearbox is a dream. You actually don't feel, you don't realize when the car starts using the petrol, because it is done in such a refined way that your mind completely, you start to question your own ability to judge. What is all of these alerts? I'm driving here in a total bliss, and these, shh. So that's what it is, peaceful, quiet. Good sales pitch, isn't it? Actually, Land Rover is not paying me to say that. What I do wish, however, is that the range was a little bit greater. You see, 37 kilometers is not as much. I feel a greater range would really allow a greater flexibility. But so let's keep our fingers crossed that Range Rover is going to introduce a greater range. But for now, I think we're pretty happy. Do I like this car? Of course, I love this car. I mean, you put me in a Range Rover, I think it's pretty much, it has to be a complete shit for me to say it is not good. So, and this brings me to the end of this video. I'd like to thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. A big thank you to Patrick from Land Rover Switzerland for lending me this car. As always, I look forward to your comments and your questions, and I shall continue my journey. I'm entering Italy. I wish you a wonderful day, whatever that you're doing, and I shall see you all very, very soon. Bye! I think I'm really bad at goodbyes because I thought I'd say hello again. No, actually, this is just a quick update because I'm nearly home. So 3 days ago, I have left Switzerland. I traveled to Italy, then on to Germany, and now I'm back in Switzerland. I've driven about 1,700 kilometers, which is about 1,000 miles. What is the price of this lovely vehicle? Because we forgot to cover that. It is 167,000 Swiss francs, which is more or less an equivalent to the US dollar. I must say, at the very beginning, I thought, well, Land Rover, didn't you just get carried away there slightly? I mean, 167k for a 2-liter 4-cylinder, really? But after spending so much time in this car, I have to tell you, it is worth every single penny. I mean, I feel refreshed, I feel rejuvenated, as if I've been in some sort of a spa. I've been having a seat massage all the way, listening to relaxing, quiet music. You're sitting in this car high up, as if you are sitting on a throne, and you should be, looking down at everybody because you're driving a plush Range Rover. I must say also, in Italy, you don't want to have a hard car because the roads there are atrocious and your bum will hurt, no question about it. And then on to Germany, of course, you can let it all out. God bless Deutschland. I mean, because half of my journey, I was driving on average 220 kilometers an hour. Yes, this car also has got some punch. But does this fun and comfort is going to cost you a lot? Let's check the fuel consumption. All I'm using is 10 liters. I mean, that's it. And what's important to mention is that I haven't charged my battery since I've left home. And this brings me actually to a statement. You see, European Union politicians, they are wanting us to use electric cars, hybrid cars, but the reality is that we are rednecks in Europe and we are not ready for it, because both of the hotels in Italy and in Germany, they couldn't charge my car because the plug didn't work, the adapter didn't work, and this and that, ta-di-da-di-da. Yes, so that's the reality, unfortunately. So fingers crossed they will actually start getting some things underway, because at this point in time, I mean, you charge it at home and that's it. So yes, it's a beautiful car to have to trot around the city, so charge it if you live in the city, but if you travel long distances, I mean, brilliant. Even if you don't manage to charge this car, it's fine, because it's still budget-friendly Range Rover. It's definitely catching some attention, so because it's very sophisticated. So yes, do I love it less? Not at all. I love it a lot more. Yes, and that's it. Toodles!